Introducing the 62/67 Social Security filing strategy. Working the couple out in Ohio, good guy, and they're not multimillionaires by any stretch. And the initial default was to take Social Security. My wife just texted me. Hold on a second. See, Puss in Boots, the whole family, except for Maddie. Maddie's with her boyfriend. And I like Puss in Boots. I like the character. I like Shrek. It's fun. And so we're all going. But Charlotte's adamant on Liam going to a tennis match today. And I said, okay, just make sure you're home by 3 so we can go. She goes, we're not going to be home by 3. We're going to be at the movie. We'll meet you at the movie. And I said, you better be there. That lady. I love her to death. She's very helpful to tennis coaches who are down a player. Anyway, so let's go back. So I'm working with this guy. We'll call him Brad and Barbara. Yeah, Brad and Barbara. That's what we'll call him. And, the default was like, I'm wondering if I should take Social Security, just wait until 70. Should I take it early? And I'm just going to show you what we've come to the conclusion of. I actually think it's a pretty good strategy. One I think for myself all the time as well. So Brad makes pretty good money. I think, how much did he make? Just over $100,000. His better half says sayonara to her crappy old job. Now Brad is 5 years older than his better half. So his better half was getting too stressed out in a job that's hard on the body, not worth the money she was making. So she said, I'm done. So Brad's like, look, I said, when do you want to do it? He goes, as soon as I can. I said, okay. That didn't mean he's going to. He says, as soon. I just want to know if I can. So let me rephrase that. I said, okay. So let me show you some of the stuff we're coming up. Between he and his better half, they need about $67,000 this year. All right. So he's thinking he'd like to quit at the end of the first quarter when he gets his bonus. So he'll have about $30,000 for Q1, and then he'll not have any more money. So obviously he needs some money because he's got $67,000 of expenses, but only $30,000 of income. So what we've done is we're going to say we're going to live off your 401k, $40,000, $40,000, $40,000, $40,000, and he has a small pension kicking in right here, small pension. And I asked if I could use this information. He said yes. Obviously, you don't know who Brad and Barbara are. So Billie Jean, I like Barbara though, but Billie Jean, not Billie Jean. I'm trying to think of another, Brenda. There you go. But we already said her name's Barbara. All right. So next there, he needs $61,000 of income, but he's got no income. All right. So we have him pulling $20,000, $40,000 from his portfolio, his 401k plan automatically, just in which to live on. Well, that's not going to get the job done. So he's going to pull about $61,636 from his 401k, which will put him, he'll pay off $1,600 in taxes. All right. Now this includes health care. What about health care? It's in here because if you're only pulling that kind of money, and you're married filing jointly, you get significant Obamacare distributions, significant premium tax credits. Actually, so what we're doing here is, $40,000. So it's earned income. So the rest of this is coming from a savings account. That's what I meant to say. Can you all see that very well? Let me just see if I can't make this over here. There we go. All right, so this way he's pulling $40,000 from his 401k, but that's not enough because he needs $63,000. So the rest is coming from a savings account. So even though he's got $63,000 of outflows, i.e. income, he's only paying tax $1,400. That's his tax because the only taxable income he has is this right here. And then you factor in standard deductions. He's just, he's freaking hardly any tax at all. So then his pension kicks in here. So we're still taking $40,000 from his portfolio, but you can see now his pension kicks in plus his 401k. Got $49,000 of income. His expenses now are $72,000. Why has his expenses gone up? Because Medicare. So he's no longer getting Obamacare credits, but now he's on Medicare. It's more expensive than Obamacare when he gets the tax credits. $72,000 of outflows, but he's only got $49,000 of income, so he needs another $23,000 from his savings account. So this is the perfect barbell. Essentially $125,000 in cash and the rest in investments. He doesn't have a big portfolio either. In fact, I can't remember what it was. About $450,000 in his 401k and about $200,000 in cash. It's the perfect barbell, man. So now he's going to file for Social Security. Now his first full year of Social Security, he's going to get this kind of income plus his pension. All right. So he's going to have $71,000 of income total, but he only needs $77,000 of outflow. So he needs about $6,000 from his portfolio or his cash accounts. Because look, he's living off the cash right here. He's living off his portfolio right here. So 40, 80, 160, 200, 240, 280. He's taken from the portfolio of a $450,000 portfolio. Taken of his $200,000 in cash, he's taken 125 or so. Then Social Security and his pension kicks in, and he's got $77,000 of income. Now, the interesting, we're going to show you here. This is his first full year of Social Security, making $44,555. Now, he's taking at full retirement age, but notice Barbara is taking at 62. Again, this is her first full year, so don't get caught up right here, 67, 62. It's actually 68, 65. So he's going to make, what do you call him, Brad? 44 divided by 12, about 3,500, about $3,600 a month. Because his Social Security benefit right now is about $3,300 a month, inflating it at 2.4% or something like that. Actually, I don't even think his Social Security benefit is as much. I think his a PIA is actually less than 33. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, be it as it may. So he's going to get at that time, he's going to get about $3,600 a month in 8 years. Now, Barbara is going to get half of that, but she's going to get it reduced. So her benefit would be $22,000, but she's getting it reduced by about $5,000 a year. You know, what's that? $250? No, $400 a month, because she's going to take it at her 62. All right. So she's taking at 62 off of his record. She can't get it. She can't file. And I mean, she can, but she's not going to get much of a benefit on her own. So when he files, it opens up the window for her to file. So he's getting about $3,500 a month, give or take, $3,600, and she's getting about $1,500, give or take. So $62,000 a year in Social Security. $62,000 in Social Security, a pension of $9,100. They're living on $71,000 a year. Oh, no debt. Shocking, huh? Here comes the tax man. So here's making his highest taxes ever paid right now while he's working. Now he's pulling $40,000 a year off his portfolio, his 401k, to live on for the next 4 years or so. All right, so that's going to be the second highest taxes he'll ever pay. And then it drops off a cliff once Social Security kicks in, because he doesn't need anything from his portfolio. And then when he's 75, he'll have RMDs, but he doesn't have that much in his 401k to begin with. I mean, some. I mean, but not a huge amount. So look at that. He's paying a 1% effective tax rate. He lives in Ohio or Michigan, Ohio, someplace in the upper Midwest, maybe Illinois. I mean, look at that. And so this is when he dies. Barbara, that's the widow's tax trap for Barbara, because it's only 5%. It's not anything to worry about. We are in 2033, 10 years from now. His Social Security between he and Barbara is $5,500 a month. He's got his pension at $9,100. So we take those two, 66. We'll just say that's $76,000 of income. Only $5,000 of his Social Security is taxable. $66,000 of Social Security, of which only $5,500 is taxable. His total AGI is right here, $15,000. His standard deduction is $23,000. His personal exemption is $11,000. So he has literally, line 15, no taxable income at all, none whatsoever. 2038, his RMDs will kick in, $15,000. It might be a couple years before that. I can't remember, but I just pulled this up. So you can see his RMD is $15,500. His Social Security is $75,000. So between those two, that's $90,000 of income. Now this is 15 years from now, plus his pension of $9,000. That's almost $100,000 of income. So his Social Security is $75,000, of which only $22,000 is taxable. So you add these three guys up, it's $26,000 roughly, about $47,000 of AGI. You take away your standard deduction, you take away your personal exemption, which we show as qualified business income, QBI, but it will be revert back to personal exemption once the Trump tax bill goes away in 2026. So he's got $41,000 of deductions. So we take his AGI minus his various deductions, and his taxable income is $6,000. He's in a 10% tax bracket. He pays $600 in taxes on almost $100,000 of income. Yeah, dude, that's the again, the 62, 67. I think 60 for me. 63, 67, because Charles 1 year, she's 4 years younger than me, where in this case, Barbara's 5 years younger than old Kevin there. Kevin, what's his name? Charlotte, Kevin, Brad. What do I call her? Benny. I don't know where Kevin came from. That's but she's 5 years younger than old Brad there. Kevin. I don't know what I can't keep track of the names in my head. Point being is that you're not. I mean, why wait till he's 70 and then allow Barbara 3 extra years of not having her own benefit? I mean, her own spousal benefit. It doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna do the same thing. So when Charlotte's 63, when I'm 67, I'll probably file, open up the window for her, knowing full well that when I die, she'll get my benefit. It won't be maxed out with delayed earnings credits because I'm going to take it at 67, most likely. But we'll have to wait and see when that time comes. Now for Dale, I can't get this guy's name right. Dale, what's his name? Brad. For Brad here, yeah, did I call him Brad? Yeah. For Brad here, he's not filing today anyway, so we'll have to cross that bridge when in a year or two when he just does decide to file. No, 5 years because he's 60 something right now. So in the interim, 200,000 in cash, 450 in his 401k. Take 40,000 a year from his 401k, whatever else he needs, live off cash, get the Obama tax credits. Wait till Social Security kicks in. You can't beat this, man. It's so damn simple. But Josh, what about house is paid for, his cars are fine, but you can't retire. He doesn't have to move to the Philippines. All right, love your thoughts. We'll see you.